What's up, Aries? Welcome to your December 2020 general reading. This is going to be a reading for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But of course, it can't resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your other placements if you need added messages, okay? Um, let's see here. Welcome to Sagittarius season. I'm really excited to do this reading for you. It seems pretty cut and dry. The main things that you guys need to know this month, well, let's start with dates, okay? Some important dates. We will be having a new moon in Sagittarius, solar eclipse. That's happening on the 14th. We will be having a full moon in Cancer on the 29th, which I'll probably touch a little bit heavier on in January readings just because that is Capricorn energy, or will be in Capricorn season at that moment. And then also December 21st. That's a big hot topic right now. So December 21st, there's going to be a major conjunction with Jupiter and Saturn, right? This is something that only happens every 20 years. But for the last 200 years, it's been happening all in earth signs. So when we talk about earth signs, we're talking about material possessions, we're talking about the monies, the government, the big corporations, big business, all that kind of stuff. This is the first time that's going to be happening in an air sign. So it will be happening in 0 degrees Aquarius, which is beautiful because 0 degrees, that's almost like a full card, right? That's like literally the jumping off point for like endless possibilities and endless potential. So that's awesome. With it being in an Aquarius, it's also talking about community and humanitarianism and like us being uh there for each other more, right? It's more of the community effort. It's more of everyone looking out for each other. It's also more emphasis on technology. So, and we see that already. Like online is booming. It's really the way to go, especially with the way things are right now. And so we are finding ourselves moving right along into that age of Aquarius, right? So, big deal, big shifts, a lot happening for everybody. It's kind of really an unpredictable time, but an exciting time. And for you guys, what I just hope you focus on this month is really boundaries, kind of. It's clear that this month for you guys is going to be a lot of you really stepping in and stepping up and being that support, right? Being that shoulder, um, helping others that you love in their time of need. But I just want you to be mindful of yourself, because we know that in an effort to help other people and in an effort to do well and, be that person, you can oftentimes get burnt out. Now, you do have the 10 of Wands here. It's the bottom of the deck, right? That's the unseen energy. I do feel like this is the potential for this month because, again, I see you. It's funny, this reading, it's like it's for you almost indirectly, but you'll see as I go along. I just want you guys to watch out for taking on too many things that you already can't handle. I feel like enough of you guys already have enough on your plate. But I think it's just in your nature to be like that person that steps in and helps people that you love, and that's beautiful, but just don't do it at your detriment. You know what I mean? Like, don't let yourself have it because these 10 of Wands, these 10 Wands get pretty heavy. So whenever we see this, we always think that we need to delegate, right? Maybe just simply put certain things down because they don't belong to us in the first place. All of that. Also, make sure that you're being very active. Some of you guys might be feeling a little bit sluggish lately. That has a lot to do with your level of activity, right? So, like Tony Robbins says, the best way to change emotion is through motion. Get up, get active. You guys will start to have a little bit more energy, and just really be watching your health right now. Make sure you're taking your vitamins, make sure you're drinking water, like normal things that we need to be doing. I just feel like you guys could be a little bit more at risk for burnout this month. So definitely be mindful of that, okay? Now, you guys start out with the Strength card, Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Now, this is like a really interesting layout when I first saw it because I kind of saw each one of these cards differently than I normally would. And I guess that's how it is with tarot, like depending on what, you know, each card has multiple meanings, and depending on what the cards are teamed with, it changes completely the story of what's going on, right? But then also when we're looking at different decks, it can change the story based on how the image is depicted in the card. Now with the Strength card, right, originally we normally see the maiden who's holding the lion's mouth open. Here in this Strength card, she's really just being more of a support. Look, she's even adorned the line with one of her lays, right? They've got matching lay situations. So again, this month for you guys really feels like your role is really being more of a support for someone, right? See the strength in her divine feminine, but she's not doing anything. She's not forcing anything. She's not holding anything. She's literally standing there, standing strong and standing firm, helping out the lion. So maybe there's a Leo in your life that is important that maybe needs a little bit extra help this month or will be reaching out to you. But really the main thing for you guys this month is I see you guys being a support and help, right? So again, going back to the Ten of Wands, I just want you to be mindful of how you do that and how much of that you offer, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And if you guys are burnt out, you're really no good to anybody, right? Now, Three of Pentacles, yes, this is working with others. So definitely you guys will be finding yourself working with others. Maybe this is even you guys stepping up more in your jobs, like in the work capacity. Maybe they need more hands on deck, holiday season or, whatever. I don't know. Everyone's situation is different, but this is about you working with others, right? Three of Pentacles is usually like the three most unlikely people coming together to make something beautiful. It's about doing good work, but this is definitely about, a sense of community, a sense of coming together, help, working together, all of that. I think you guys are really being a support for your friends and family this month, right? Now, interesting. These two cards together, Knight of Cups and Seven of Wands. Now, Knight of Cups is originally like a love offer, right? In many ways, it can also be offer of an apology. But I really feel like, look at the way the Knight of Cups is going into this Seven of Wands. I feel like this person is like offering help. Like it could physically be like you going out and offering help to people who are struggling or like homeless, like you giving food, you giving water, you giving resources type thing. But this feels like this is someone who's offering help and offering their heart, right? We're talking about Knight of Cups. We're talking about emotions. So being like that emotional, like shoulder for somebody who's having a hard time. I feel like there's someone around you. This Seven of Wands in many ways could be you. I mean, you could be fighting your own battles, but I think the main storyline that's coming through with this right now is you guys offering to other people who just kind of need you right now. And be clear, it is a Knight of Cups. So this doesn't mean, be giving everybody your money. This doesn't mean don't do too much is what I'm saying. That Ten of Wands shows that you have the potential to do too much this month. But really, it's if it's a Knight of Cups, what you're offering is compassion and love and friendship and conversation. And it's more on that tip, right? The Empress. This could be, maybe you guys are expecting, maybe this is even an offer of love to like your children, right? She's literally pregnant, right? So maybe this is, if you are older watching, maybe your children need a little bit more attention this month, right? And I say that too, it's actually forming together and making even more sense because in your environment, which we'll get into in a moment, you've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords oftentimes does talk about children. It indicates children, or just a very young, not quite elevated energy, especially if you're dealing with like a air sign child, like a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or just a very inquisitive child. This could have something to do with this. So this could be something where you're feeling like you're having to offer a little bit more of yourself this month because maybe this person, your child, your friend is in a tough spot and you are in a place where you can kind of offer that motherly love. Look at it, she's a mom, right? Kind of giving that empathy. The Empress does represent Taurus and Libra, so maybe that's significant. But I think that you guys are just really being that shoulder honey, you know, that everyone needs. Knight of Swords. Okay, so here's some more air energy. I almost said Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but nope, but maybe you're dealing with that. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, this feels like someone who is in a fight. You know, this could be someone who's struggling, you know, whether it's dealing with their relationships with other people. Maybe these wands that they are fighting off represent their different struggles and their different things that they need to put down, right? But things are happening fast. So there might be a time in this month where things feel a bit heavy, but with this Knight of Swords energy, I do feel like this person is really working on things. The nice thing about this is sometimes we get caught up helping people who don't really want to help themselves. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like this person is actually rushing to do the work too. So, and that's also why you don't mind giving so much of yourself this month, because you see that this person is absolutely efforting. You know, it's different when you got people around you who expect you to fix their shit. It's like, who, where do we do that and why we don't do that, right? If this is pertaining to you and like, let's say you're in a tough spot too, or you're in a tough spot also, I do feel like you'll be getting some resolve quickly here. There is absolutely, it feels like maybe some competition with something, or uh yeah, competition, especially with this Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands, right? Because Seven of Wands, technically, homegirl is fighting off six other people. It's just like her against the world, right? So there may be some competition. So this could be in order to get a job, maybe even in a relationship, maybe even to move. But you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers right underneath it. So I feel like things are going to be working in your favor. Um, Things are going to be working in your favor. Things are going to be happening a lot faster than you think. But yeah, whether it's you or another person, I feel like all hands are on deck. If it's you helping someone else, they seem like they are trying to help themselves too, which makes you want to step up to do more. But don't overexert yourself. That's all. I'm not saying don't help people. Don't do too much. Don't take on more than you know you can, because all that's going to happen is you're just going to end up being mad at them and resenting them. And really, no shade, it's your fault. So, you know, I do the same thing. That's how I know. So, Page of Swords in your environment, back to that air energy. Pages are messengers. They come when we're on the cusp of some type of a change. Oh, the stars, some type of healing. So there's someone around you. Yeah. Look, y'all are just being like literal angels to someone. There's someone around you that is in a tough spot. There's someone around you who is really, really, really trying to get that hope and healing. And I think a lot of it is based around finding themselves. This could be past situations that went wrong that they're, you know, trying to fix or finally talking to someone about, but they definitely trust you. They really look up to you. You're showing up here in your read as the Emperor, right? That's who you are through and through. This is the authority. This is a respected figure. So this person comes to you because they really respect you. They really trust you. They know that you know what's best, right? Maybe again, this could be a child because the Emperor is the father. So maybe you're like the head of the household type deal. So you're, you know what I mean? Loves it. But this is you feeling in your element to help too. Like you're feeling strong. You're feeling strong enough to give yourself a bit to others. And I think you're happy to do so again. And I think that is a lot to do with this person, these people, this situation. They're also trying. So you feel like it's for a good cause, right? Wheel of Fortune is clarifying it. We love that. The wheel spins in our favor. It's the karmic wheel coming back around. So things are really shifting for you. Even if you personally had your own struggles, again, I feel like things are turning around faster than you think. So if you've been waiting on something, if you've been, you know, had a goal to do something and it feels like it's been just like a struggle, like almost just walking through the mud, things this month are going to really start to turn around for you. Now, this Two of Pentacles is going to close us out. Let's see what she's about. You know, Two of Pentacles is really a lot of times we're weighing up our options, weighing up what we value. Pentacles are all about value. And a Two of Pentacles, you know, there's this element of something being a cycle. Like there's this cyclical thing that's happening here with this figure 8 that's wrapped around the Pentacles. Let's see here. Knight of Wands. That's movement, right? And that's definitely you. You guys are, you know, the fire energy. You got the Queen of Wands here at the bottom too. That's absolutely you. It just feels to me like whatever you guys have been struggling with, things are finally starting to kick into gear. You might have felt like this has been going on for quite a long time, at least through the summer to now, right? I just think that you guys are going to be getting some answers. Some of you guys have been going back and forth or been feeling like you've been literally balancing on one foot, trying to make things work and then, you know, trying to figure it all out. But this is the month where you get, I think you get out of that stuck place. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, I don't mind just because it's an energy of, yeah, you're stuck, but you put yourself there, which means you can technically unstick yourself, right? There's actually more power in this card than we give it. And what that is for you guys is movement. Knight of Wands is all about movement, right? He goes where he wants. He explores. He tries new things. He's open-minded. He's the philanderer of the deck because this person is not going to, you know, jump out of their skin to stick to something they don't want to be a part of anymore. And so I think a lot of what's happening for you guys too, if you've been stuck on something, it's because maybe you were just in this place where you weren't open enough, right? But I think you're going to be exploring different options. I think you guys just kind of had your heart and your mind set on something that you wanted and it needed to look a certain way. But I think this month is going to kind of force you to wiggle out of those initial thoughts and be open to something new in order to make this crack, right? But this is really, really good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. Because it feels like there's finally movement. I just don't want you to do too much. That Ten of Wands, watch it. Watch your health. Take your vitamins. Drink your water. Stretch. Do your exercises. Take your walks. Yes, help people. Not at your expense. Okay? Now, bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. I know that's right. And this is really having to do with you guys this month with boundaries, just making sure, again, you're not doing too much. 16 might be a significant number for you. That is the number that is on the card. You know, I feel like you guys are finally, after a while of, I think a lot of Aries were having a tough time, I think you're going to feel like there's finally movement and things are finally working. Yeah. Okay, my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition, right? So everything that we experience on the outside is just a reflection of the inside. So how do we beef up the outside? We start changing the inside first, and then it results to our outside, right? It's just like someone who holds on to depression or stress, excuse me, for a long time. After a while, you start to see that physically in your body. Your body starts to physically react and we start to have disease and illness and stuff. So same idea, right? Keeping your insides clear, mind, body, soul. Okay? Whenever you start to do too much, I want you to picture this Ten of Wands image. Okay, and then you also have savings. Someone else got this, but I can't remember who. It was yesterday. It says, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Make sure we're putting that money away. Holiday season is here. Make sure you're also not doing too much when it comes to that. You know, Christmas is not supposed to be about hella presents. Just saying. So, you know, don't let yourself have it trying to spend too much and buy everybody PS5s. Honey, not this year. Okay, chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So some of you guys, if you're currently in a relationship, it looks like things are pretty good. You're feeling pretty spicy, right? Venus was just in Scorpio, so makes sense to me. Um, if not, this could be an indication that maybe you guys are going to be meeting someone where there's initial sparks of flying. So I'm excited for you guys. I can't wait to see how this all plays out. Please don't be afraid to reach out to me if you'd like a personal reading of your own. And I love you guys. I'll see you next year. Bye.